That's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Ever since our trip to Thailand, life has been busy with work, studying, graduation and exams. Traveling had to wait. But now, it's finally time for a new adventure. Welcome back to Travel with Tinoy, Sweden episodes. Our first stop of the day was in Parkano. We grabbed some coffee, a few snacks, stretched our legs, and then it was time to get back on the roads. After a few hours on the road, it was time to refuel, not just car but ourselves as well. We stopped at ABC for a quick Hesburger before continue our journey to Turku. Now that we had something to eat, it's time to continue the journey. Next stop, Turku. After a few hours on the road, we finally arrived at the port of Turku. We still had a couple of hours before check-in, so we decided to explore the harbor and enjoy the atmosphere before boarding the ferry. Finally time to check in for the ship. Before boarding, we grabbed an ice cream and enjoyed the last moments at the harbor before our journey across the Baltic Sea began. The moment had finally arrived. The Viking Grace had arrived at the port, and it was time to drive on board and begin our journey across the Baltic Sea to Sweden. Once on board, we took some time to explore the ferry and enjoy the beautiful views across the Baltic Sea. It finally felt like our adventure had truly begun. And just like that, our journey had officially begun. With the ferry on its way, it was time to explore everything Viking Grace had to offer. Before calling it a night, we headed to the buffet. We only had 45 minutes before it closed, so we had to make the most of it. Dinner finished, we had a little time before calling it a night, so we explored a tax-free shop before heading back to our cabin. We only had a few hours to sleep before arriving in Stockholm, so it was time to get some rest. That's it for today's episode. Tomorrow we'll finally arrive in Sweden and begin our road trip towards Dalarna. You won't to miss it. Stay tuned. Travel with Dinoy, out.